Jason, did you read this? Justin Bieber just posted another thing on Twitter. I don't understand how he has so many followers. Wait, are we live? Konnichiwa. South Korea has elected their first female president, who happens to be the daughter of a former dictator. Is this the first step towards the reunification of Korea? Dennis Rodman also just made a best friend, Kim Jong-un. Just one more broke person for North Korea. Maybe he'll become the next dictator when Kim Jong-un finally dies of diabetes. My guest today, Professor Reed, has a new book out about Asians and stress at high school. I thought Asians didn't get stressed at school. I mean, it's their natural habitat, right? Take Confucius and Buddha, for example. They loved school so much that they created their own. Also, India officially became the most expensive place to live. I guess it's the perk of being so good with numbers. This is the Chobert Report. South Korea has elected the first female president, Park Geun-hye. She is the daughter of former Korean President Park Chung-hee, who took over power in a coup d'etat. I don't know who was competing against her, but I thought they were a democratic country. Meanwhile, Kim Jong-un became best friends with Dennis Rodman. Folks, don't be fooled by North Korea's friendly gesture towards Americans. Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman's friendship does not show a decrease in anti-American sentiment. They still hate us. So North Korea is still ruled by a dictator, and now it seems like South Korea is taking a step towards dictatorship. Does that mean we should sanction them too? Secretary Kerry, when you're done making up new country names, maybe you should consider the option. Now folks, we all know that Asians are smart, and that they get good grades, and it looks like they're never stressed out. But there is a growing belief that Asians actually do have souls and feel stress. I know, I don't get it either. Sounds like the ginger movement all over again to me. But the question is, if they're actually human, where are they getting all this stress from when they clearly have no issues with school? Why aren't they normal? How has it separated them from their ancestors? Do they feel dishonored? Professor Reed from Harvard University is an expert in the field of Asian studies. He was supposed to be our guest tonight, but had scheduling conflicts. Something about a group therapy session for burnt-out Asians? So instead, we went to visit him and hear what he had to say about this paradoxical topic. Check it out. Hi, Professor Reed.
Mr. Chobert.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
It's wonderful to
talk
have you
for a
here.
minute.
Absolutely.
So we're here talking to Professor Reed about his new book, Asians, They Get Stressed Too, set to be released in about a week, thanks to the Twisted Needle Press, and we're looking forward to seeing the impact it has on our society. So, Professor Reed, can you tell us a little about your book?
Well, we all know that Asians are at the top of the academic pyramid. But what may be very hard for some viewers to believe is that they do, in fact, get stressed. And that's what my book is about.
But how can they be stressed about school when they're so good at it, unlike white people?
Well, as hard as it is to believe, and the causes are still somewhat unknown, it's true. Statistically, we have found a very high incidence of stress in Asian students. And of course, we have conducted our own recent study by talking to real, live Asian students and asking them about their experiences with stress.
Interesting. So, from your talks, how do Asians deal with stress then?
Well, this is also very interesting. We've seen a recent rise in the sales of video games like StarCraft 2 and League of Legends. Then the classic Asian will binge eat rice and sushi. And then there's the infamous ramen party as well, of course. But the most striking symptom of this Asian stress is the frequent cases of narcolepsy we're starting to see everywhere, where Asians just suddenly fall asleep in the library or the classroom, often uncontrollably.
Are you saying they just randomly fall asleep?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And it seems to be uncorrelated to age or area or anything. It's quite fascinating. It's very prevalent epidemic.
And is a ramen party like a a white person to drinking party?
Well, they aren't mutually exclusive.
Right, right. But why don't they go shopping, for example, or play sports like white people to relieve their stress?
Well, those two things involve fun. And the problem is fun isn't actually a part of the Asian vocabulary unless it's being used to describe friction.
Right, right. Well, thank you for your time. Be sure and get Jacob's Professor Reed's book when it comes out. We're looking forward to reading it, and I hope all of you will enjoy it. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Professor Reed. And I'd say this interview is over. How about Professor Reed? It was truly a pleasure talking to him. Now, he said all that, but I still didn't believe a word of it. But I'm a firm believer of seeing is believing. So I had my crew go out and interview some of the students at a local high school, and it seems that they uncovered a truly heartbreaking story. Jason? Was that better? Yeah.
Asians. They're always on the top of the class, and they make it seem so easy. English is their second language since math is their first. There are only two grades, A or F. Statistics show that 99% of them will become doctors, lawyers, or engineers. And the remaining 1% are locked up in the closet with an infinite supply of rice, ramen, and SAT prep books until they join the 99%.
A local high school has noticed the disappearance of one Oriental pupil, Joseph Huang. Joseph Huang was a quintessential, top-of-the-notch, hard-working Asian student at East Chapel Hill High School. The rising yellow star stopped attending classes in school, a place that many regard as a second home.
Finding Joseph was a much harder task than we had anticipated, but we think he may be somewhere in this store, like a good Asian. So I think we may have found a friend of Joseph's. Let's go meet him now. Hi, sir. Do you happen to be Joseph's friend?
Yes I am.
Do you happen to have a minute to talk? I'd love to discuss him and his grades. Sure, great. Looks like we have an interview. Let me just start off by saying it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Stephen Yan, and I'll be interviewing you on behalf of the Chobert report. Let's just start off by telling me a little about yourself. What's your name?
My name is Riton Chakraborty.
Come again?
Chakraborty.
Chakra.
Let's just move on.
Okay, Mr. Chakraborty. Tell me about your friend Joseph.
Well, Joseph was always the perfect A student. All his teachers liked him. He always did his homework. But recently, things have changed.
So, what exactly happened?
I'm not sure. After the first semester, he's just not been doing his work.
So, why hasn't he been doing his work?
I don't know. After a while, he would just sleep in during his classes, and now he's just not even showing up.
So, if he's not showing up, where does he go?
Usually he's at Walmart.
Walmart? That's a very peculiar place. So, why does he go to Walmart?
I think he has a fascination with some of the games there.
Out of curiosity, what kind of games?
Mario, I believe.
Mario. Interesting. I think we know where to find our man then. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Tom Chocolate Booty. I would love to continue this discussion, but I'm afraid we're out of time. It's been a pleasure.
After talking with Joseph's friend, Ritam Chakraborty, we went to Walmart as suggested, and surely enough, we found him.
이거 오늘 밥 줘, 밥 줘. 아, 나 화장실 가야 돼. 아, 이거 안 돼. 에, 텍스포 없네? 텍스포? 에? 이거 이 게임.
So I think we may have found Joseph Huang. Let's go find out. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me, sir. Are you Joseph Huang?
Yes.
I was just wondering if you had a minute to talk. I'd love to discuss certain things.
No minute right now.
Is this a bad time? Should I come back later?
Give me 10 minutes. Maybe. Don't like you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Yan, and I will be interviewing you on behalf of the Chobert report. So I've heard many things about you skipping class, and sleeping, and failing all your classes. Could you explain all of this?
Well, it was always like this. I used to be a very good student. I study hard every day, bring home good grade, and I bring much honor to my family. I was, I used to say, cream of crop. But these days, I don't know why I start sleeping this time. I mean, I sleep regularly. I sleep like 4 a.m. But I don't know. I mean, after all my SAT study, I always sleep very quickly, and I don't have any problem. But these days, I just start sleeping like after school and like before school. Even during school, like in my class, I sleep one time, and I was very sad. But I remember the first time. Yeah, I clearly remember first time I bring that grade.
I remember that week very clearly because that week I had no dinner for a week.
Wait, let me get this straight. You did not have dinner for a whole week. How?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't give me dinner for whole week, but I think I was very lucky that. I mean, sometimes they don't even give me money for lunch if I bring like A minus or no 100%, you know. But I don't think I've been doing very good, and I think I failed as son of my father.
So, how was your father?
My father, he's very strong, hardworking, and smart man. He never failed a family like I did. He brings much homework and much honor to his family.
When he was young, very like
When he was like in elementary school, middle school, he used to come to school every day by walking 10 miles, even in snow, even in rain. Even sometimes he doesn't have an umbrella. His family is poor. And when he was only 16, he swam across Pacific Ocean to get to America.
So, all of this for you to sleep in class and fail all your classes.
Yeah, I'm kind of failing because I bring B plus.
Hold on, B plus? I thought those were good grades.
No. B plus in Asia is F.
And that was Joseph's story. But this is not an isolated incident. Several students have also reported their Asian friends falling asleep in class and in the library. Beyond that, other stress-related symptoms included grayer hair, drier skin, weaker immune system, poorer integrating ability, more smashing of keyboards, and cancer. In extreme cases, students stopped attending school altogether, just as Joseph did. So perhaps Professor Reed is indeed correct in his theory. Asians really do stress about school, even to the point of narcolepsy. What then is the cause, and what is the solution? As Professor Reed said, there is no known cure for the Asian condition. Until we find one, many more Asian students will follow Joseph's footsteps, bringing B pluses and ultimately dishonoring their families.
Truly a tragic story, and it seems the epidemic is widespread. Folks, you've just gotten a glimpse of a terrible problem in society. Write to your local congressman. Oh wait, that doesn't work. They don't care about what you think. Launch a B+ is not an F program. Provide ramen for the Asian students to have their ramen parties. Find a way to get these poor children the help they need. And before we go, take a look at this house. This baby went for $29 million. Yes, million. For that money, you can buy a home in New York and Miami and Lisbon and London and still have a lot of change left over. Americans, take notes. In related news, a new study came out today about the most efficient way to use a chopstick. We're sure that Asians, we're not doing that. Well, that's the end of tonight's Asian special on the Chobert Report. Good night, America. Are we done? Is that a wrap? Okay. Who wants a drink?
What kind of fast food places do you like?
I don't care. I like every kind of fast
Well,
What up, Big Joe?
Also, Kelly and Alice.
It's recording. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Be serious. Serious. No.
Oh my god.
I thought you said you were gonna get our
Don't look at the camera. Just.
Dr. Bob in his natural habitat. Shopping for grapes.